My name's Jennifer Hoar and I went to Russia for the G20 Youth Forum. So I was Australia's Young Minister for Culture. I guess I think it's really sad that people obviously don't appreciate the privilege we have in Australia. Everyone has to vote, but I think why wouldn't you want to say, to be honest? It's the saying, like, your own future, I guess. And even if people don't care about politics, it's still going to influence them, so they should care, I guess. So that it doesn't shock me too much, but yeah, it makes me a bit sad. It's a failure on the part of our politicians to, I guess, not target the younger voters and not make young people's issues prioritised, I suppose, which is their loss, I think. But I think in Australia we also have the other kind of complainer who are happy to sit in their lounge chair at home, whinge about the state of the world, and then just flick on and watch the football or something. You know, they're not really engaged, they don't really care too much. I think they need to maybe take the first step and start prioritising some issues that are important to young people. But at the same time, if young people are indifferent to politics, then the politicians in the short term there's no reason for them to, because whether they cut university funding or not, the students are doing relatively little about it. And that's a big issue, I think, is that people like us have a real legitimate reason to be up in arms complaining publicly about something that is going to affect us or future students, but we're being relatively quiet about it. And I think that's a huge issue at the moment. I guess it's both, to be honest. But I think that it is up to the young people to change that. By the very nature of their job, the politicians have to be interested in the people that they're representing. But if the young people are complacent and don't pay much attention, then the politicians can get away with ignoring them, I suppose. It's up to the young people to basically not allow politicians to ignore us anymore. And, you know, historically, students have been some of the most politically active people in all Western nations. The ones that were, you know, rallying against the Vietnam War and that kind of thing. So I think today's students are kind of lazy and we're letting ourselves down, I think, because we can have quite a large voice, quite a loud voice.